After I became a mother, I was just sitting on the couch scrolling my phone and I saw an advert and once you are a mother, you feel like everything changes. After that, I tried and tried again until I became a beauty queen. I got to represent the country in South Korea. It's just a dream come true.
Hello everyone, this is Made in African show that brings you true and original stories of Africans in a growing movement highlighting the craftsmanship, creativity and entrepreneurial spirit of Africa designers, artisans and businesses. In today's episode, we are with Immaculate Onyoni, former Miss Heritage Pageants Kenya, a champion in the realm of green and sustainability services with 11 years of experience.
Mainly because of what we stand for. We stand for saving the environment, promoting peace, promoting tourism.
Immaculate is also the national director of the Heritage Pageants Kenya.
Well, this is something you can do for your country as well. So that is how Heritage Pageants was born. And they also now got a chance to go to the international space.
How do you see Heritage Pageants in 10 years?
Wow, that's an amazing question. I think I was looking forward to it.
Made in African show is produced and sponsored by NCB, the Base One TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. Thank you for following our podcast. Welcome again in the Made in African podcast. Today we have a very special guest, as always. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for really having me.
Thank you so much. Who is Immaculate? Can you tell us so our listeners know who is Immaculate?
Okay, my name is Immaculate Onyoni. I am the National Director for Heritage Pageants Kenya, but I also am a beauty queen. You know, you cannot mold a model unless you have been there. You know the journey that's about modeling, what is required, what is expected. Yeah, so I'm a previous beauty queen. Well, since I'm there, I'm still a beauty queen.
Yeah. Okay, congratulations, beauty queen. So, when did you join beauty pageants?
I started beauty pageants back in university when some of my friends were like, you look like you can make a model. And I was like, what is that? So when you are told such a thing by 1-2 people, then you get curious and try to find out. That's how my journey began. Well, they say the rest is history.
Okay, that's very interesting. So to help our listeners understand it very well, you mentioned university. So you are saying the idea of you joining beauty pageant came while you were in university, or you started it for a long time?
No, it started when I was in university, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, I didn't know I can be a beauty queen. And even after I did that first trial in university, I competed and I did not win. I thought maybe that was the end of my journey. But after that, I tried and tried again until I became a beauty queen. I got to represent the country in South Korea. It's just a dream come true.
That's very interesting and very impressive. But take us deeper. What happened? Were you sitting somewhere and you read a sign that is advertising beauty pageants? What happened? How did you join? So our listeners understand you to be involved.
Okay.
Because the reason is, because beauty pageants, some people they think you are in this because you have been a model, or you are in this because you are a fashion designer. So what is the background of you joining a beauty pageant?
Okay, just to give a full background is I was in university. My friends wakanichocha, as we say. Kaniambia, oh, your height is good enough. You have the beauty queen features on your face. So I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So I tried in university. I did not win, nor was not placed. But then I was like, you guys, did you lie to me, you know? But that was the beginning of that journey. Then when I finished university, actually within university, I tried another pageant and I won that one. So it was like a motivation to continue. So after the first win, I came to Nairobi. I tried another one, which didn't go well. Then after that, I almost gave up. but I didn't. And the reason I almost gave up is because I became a mother. And once you are a mother, you feel like everything changes and you cannot really do your modeling as before. But I didn't know that that was the beginning of the beautiful journey, actually. So after I became a mother, I was just sitting on the couch scrolling my phone, and I saw an advert for Mrs. Universe Kenya, and I was like, Mrs., what do they mean, Mrs.? Then they say mothers or married women can join, and I was like, oh. So that is when I gave it a try. I competed and I won, and I went to represent the country internationally in South Korea not long ago. Yeah, back in 2022. And when I was there, in the international space, you are able to get women from all over the world who have so much to offer to this world, and you're like, wow, look at what is happening here. So Mrs. Universe was one of the big stepping stones for me in the modeling career, and I really applaud the organizers of our country as well as the international organizers. Also, there is where I got to network and meet with some of these beauty queens. You get the national directors from different other organizations, and while there, I was like, I need something to take back to my country, because at the end of the day, yes, I have gone, I have represented, yes, I represented well, I have put Kenya on the map. I did very well, actually. And but coming back, I need to have something for my country. I need to show my country that it's not just me, but we have a lot more people that we can put to the international stage. That's when I got to talk to some of the contestants there who were running the Mr., Miss, and Mrs. Heritage International from their different countries, and they were like, this is something you can do for your country as well. So that is how Heritage Pageants was born. So they connected me to the international organizers. We had a conversation, and Mr., Miss, and Mrs. Heritage International Kenya was born.
That is very inspiring. So you were saying your journey to international contestants in Korea, in South Korea. After that journey, you came back in Kenya and you started a heritage pageant in Kenya.
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes.
So now here we are.
Here we are.
You are the head, you are the founder, you are the person who have the idea. So how is it now? Tell us, after how many years now after founding it?
Yeah, so we had the conversation sometime in 2022. At that time, I was a bit busy, but in 2023, we again continued the conversation. And last year, I got to crown two ladies, Miss and Mrs., who went to represent the country in Thailand. Mm-hmm. We groomed them from here. We got a chance to show them the different cultures that they can be able to interact with, because at that particular point in time, they had all these things about where they come from, but they got a chance to go to the Camel Derby in Samburu to interact with the Samburu culture. They got to go to Uragate Festival to interact with the Tharakanithi people, just to understand the different cultures that are there in the country. And they also now got a chance to go to the international space, mm-hmm. to go there and represent the country, where they also did exceptionally well. They came back with crowns and different titles. So it's amazing, and I keep telling the girls that are now competing this time that the bar has already been set, because Miss was the third runners-up. Mm-hmm. By third runners-up, it means she was number 4 out of all the countries that represented. So Kenya was number 4 in the Miss category, and she was also awarded Miss Confident. She had the best catwalk of them all. So
that's cool.
Yeah, the Misses was the 4th runners-up. So we really did exceptionally well last year for the international stage, and we believe that we will come with the crown this year. And then now we will be holding the events in Kenya.
That is so awesome. Uh-huh. So I understand you already have it. There are people there. There are participants there. So how is Kenya sees it? How the community sees it? Because to my understanding, even to our listeners, they may have that question. Kenya has different tribes. So how did the community Kenya sees it when you start, and how they are seeing it now?
So, beginning of this year, we started calling out for models to register for heritage pageants, and I was overwhelmed by the number of registrations that came in. It looks like this is something that people resonate with. This is something that contestants want to be a part of because they already see why they need to associate with it. When I interact with the models that came in, if you see the kind of projects that they have and what they want to take to the international stage, it's really amazing. So what I can say is this is something that Kenyans are really embracing. Apart from that, we have gotten attention from different organizations to partner with us as well. They're looking to support us. They're looking to be part of what we are doing, mainly because of what we stand for. We stand for saving the environment, promoting peace, promoting tourism. There is also the aspect of building the different cultures that we have. So people get to associate with that, and any organization that is within what we are promoting, they get to reach out to us and partner with us. So, and we are also still calling for more partners to come on board to support us and celebrate and walk in this journey together.
You mentioned something about criteria when you was reading on your phone that married people, women with the kids can join in.
Yeah.
That is the time you were a mother.
Yeah.
So Immaculate, take us a bit about you being a mother. And how old was the kid by the time you find out you want to join in this pageant?
Well, at that time he was, I think, 4 years old. So he was a little grown, and at that time you are able to say he is now a person on his own. You also have your own life to put in place.
Yeah.
So you can really balance both. But really, at that time he was old enough. But also we are at heritage pageants. We are conscious of mothers. We know what motherhood journey is, what it expects. So we will not really burden you as much to take your attention from your children. We really understand, and we will work together as such.
You mentioned once you get pregnant, you saw that everything is over. So how did you bring back hope? So you feel like, I am pregnant, I am going to have a child, let me continue. Can you share with us how was that time actually?
Yeah, at that particular point, the journey of pregnancy, even getting the baby, at that particular point in time, you don't think about pageantry as such. But once we were done with it, the journey of pregnancy and now breastfeeding, that is when now, luckily for me, Mrs. Universe came to be. But there are also those that Heritage Pageants has shown up on their platforms, and they're nursing mothers, but they are also, or they're pregnant and losing hope that their journey to pageantry is gone, or this is their dream that they might not achieve. It's just to give them hope that this can be done even after you are done with pregnancy. The beauty about pregnancy is it's a seasonal. Yeah, it comes and it goes. So once it's gone, you just carry yourself back and continue with your dreams.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
I think a few of our listeners, they have a few questions to ask. So now, so far, how many members have benefited from this? I'm talking about those who came and they register and they won awards or crowns.
No, so the event is yet to happen. Last year we crowned 2 ladies. So this year we have 30 registered models. We are still expecting more because the Mrs. category is still open for registration. The Mrs. category only at this particular point in time, and it it will be closed in April. So the Mrs. category is on, but for now we have the Mr. and Miss, whereby we have 30 contesting models, and we are still assessing who they are, what type of people, what type of personalities do they have, and we are still trying to just bond and get to know each other, see the kind of projects that they want to showcase out there. So that is the stage where we are. The plan is to groom them to be international ready, not just the winners, but each and every model that has come on board to register for participation. Yeah.
You mentioned each and everyone has a project to showcase.
Exactly.
So what are the requirements, even is for the listeners, I'm also some ready. So once they listen, so they are now, what's going to happen? How can you do it? So what are the requirements?
For you to join?
To join, yes.
Yeah, for the Mrs. category, that is the only one that is open at this particular point in time. Is number one, you must be married or a mother. Either you are married or you're a mother or you're both. Yeah.
Okay.
For the Mrs. category, maybe from the age of 25 to 55. So even our mothers it's open for our mothers as well to join.
That is so. You are saying someone who has 45
is welcome.
Single mother,
Yeah.
she feels she wants to enjoy and come to the competition.
Exactly.
She can join.
She can join. It is open. Yeah, in the international space, you get even grandmothers. People who are grandmothers, they come to join. We do not limit. We don't care about your shape or how you look. We will come there, groom you. It's about your eloquence, how you are able to speak, how you're able to carry yourself. That is something that we will nurture you as you join the team. Yeah, but there is a small charge for you to join. We charge 4,500 for Mrs. Category.
Okay. How many editions have you organized so far? Like you said, you found it in the
2023. So last year was the first edition. This will be our second edition.
Okay.
We are so excited about it.
So, according to you, you have been there as Miss. You have that crown, and you presented Kenya. So, how do you see the impact? What's the impact? Let's separate. What was the impact to you that time? Because the impact every day is changes.
Yeah.
What was the impact of, you can say like that time, this was the impact and I was impacted, and of course we know you impacted because you already found it.
Yeah.
What was the impact there? What is the impact do you see this 2024?
Okay. Apart from coming with heritage pageants from the international space, I got to make international friends. Right now, if I go to India, I'll just call a friend and tell her, you know what, I'm coming to your country. Yeah. If I go to South Africa, I have friends there. If I go to Jamaica, Canada, I have friends all over the world at the moment. So that is one of the biggest impact. And Germany, different continents, America, it's really nice. And we also created like a sisterhood. We have WhatsApp group, we chat there, we talk about what's happening in our different various countries, what's going on. We catch up sometimes. Some of them are coming to support my event.
Oh, really?
So it's amazing. It's just that's a very big impact to me. Apart from that, you get to gain confidence to present yourself before people. How do you, if you manage to represent a whole country, then you get the confidence that you require just as a person, as a model. So the confidence that comes with that is really huge. You get to be able to know how to communicate with different people. So it's really a big impact to be in this space. Yeah.
You mentioned how the winners, they go to other counties and collaborate with the community, and you mentioned a few activities you do, planting trees.
Yeah.
Can you share with how do you incorporate with the culture? Because Kenya has different cultures, and you receive different participants.
Yes.
How do you manage everyone so you have one content?
Yeah. And that is why now we come in, we embrace the different cultures that we have. We have contestants representing the Kikuyu culture, the Kisi, Samburu, Luya, Luo. All these cultures will be embraced, yeah? So when they come and showcase, they will talk about, during the event, they will showcase the different cultures that they represent. And from that, you will get to learn about...
Sorry to interrupt, Rick. In what term? In terms of styling, food, how do they represent? Tell us how Maasai represent themselves.
Yeah, it's mostly for us now because it's a beauty contest. It is how they dress. That is how they will showcase. So it's more in the outfit, the cultural outfits that they will put on. But now also we have invited, and also we are still inviting the different cultural partners to come in who can showcase the different cultural foods, people who can showcase the different cultural like the beading work, the weaving, and create beautiful ornaments out of neck pieces, beautiful necklaces, beautiful handbags out of the different cultures that they practice.
There are some challenges I'm sure you face because let's say, for example, the listeners, they may think Kenya speaks two languages, which is Swahili and English, but you also have more than 40 languages.
Yes.
So can you tell us how do you communicate with all of those who came? They have to know English. So how do you communicate with them if they speak different mother languages?
Yeah, the beauty about Kenya is, apart from now our personal tribes that we also have Kiswahili and English, whereby we are able to communicate clearly, and that's why we can be able to communicate. So sometimes that really, really rubs off our mother tongue, and we forget that I come from this so-and-so tribe, so it brings the peace that we enjoy, and we get to coexist peacefully. But also on the challenges that we face, there's nothing that does not have challenges. So there are those partners that you wish they came on board, and maybe now from their end they see that we don't see any value from this. Those are some of the partners that we will have to still persist and ensure that they come on board to be part of our event, because we understand the value that we give to them, and we understand the value that we will get from them.
Besides cologne, what do you give? Do you have any? Because when you talk about the partners, listeners, they may listen about financially.
Yeah.
So how do you manage the awards?
Okay.
There is certificate, there is crown, and so do you give any side cash? So
yeah. Usually what happens, there are awards that come with the crown. The winners will get a fully paid trip to the international space, but also now from the different counties that we come from, we will get now county winners. Sometimes I don't like preempting because the models are also listening. They'll say, if I don't get the crown, then I can get this. But there are different county winners that we will crown as well, because we have to have representatives from all over the counties. The beauty is the beauty queens, they live in those counties. They don't live in Nairobi. So if you see our list of models, they come from Eldoret, they come from Homa Bay, Mombasa. So they represent those counties, and that means heritage pageants will be fully represented. Another thing is they have the projects that they are running as models. So those projects are the ones that we will call for partners to come and support these models. Can be financially, can support in kind, or give them a platform whereby they can be able to showcase and demonstrate their skills effectively to represent your county in the most effective manner. Yes.
How many women already you have registered? Just give us the figures. How many women registered with the single mothers? Tell us the experience of those who have registered that you see they have a same background as you.
We are not only taking single mothers, number one, or for the misses, we are also taking married women. So we don't take only the single ones. There's some husbands who are very open to their wives being part of this part and supporting them to just see their dreams come true.
Mm-hmm. So you said for this year, how many registered?
30.
Those are women?
No,
those are misses?
Mr. and Miss.
Both.
So we have because the number of ladies is more. Mm-hmm. We have 18 ladies.
Do you know how many of them who has kids?
The one that has a kid are 3, I think, the ones that are there at the moment. But that position is still open for registration, so more are still registering. Mm-hmm. We have 18 ladies and we have 12 gents as well.
Okay, so back to you. You mentioned it's a very interesting actually for you to take that initiative and bring women together for the future. So which part you came from, by the way, in Kenya?
Oh, I come from Kisii County.
Kisii. So that tribe is called?
It's called Kisii.
Kisii, okay. So it's only one county?
It's the only county that is called Kisii and that their tribe called Kisii. The other ones are either Luo and Nyanza region. It's not. It's the only tribe that has the name of the tribe and the county as well.
Somebody talked to you. You are a very cool woman. You are very happy and very intelligent.
Thank you.
So what makes women different from your tribe, unique than other women?
What makes women from my tribe unique? Most of our women are very well educated, and we are well mannered. How we were brought up, our culture raises women to be very well mannered and very well put together. Mm-hmm. Good manners is I don't know how to respond to that. Maybe I would. That's
good manner, behavior, discipline.
Yes, disciplined. Yeah.
Okay. But you mentioned some challenges. So how do you see Kenya government can intervene in this event? Mm-hmm. So how do you see the government can be involved? Listeners, we have listeners from all over. When you talk about the government, people, they have a different views of the government. So in Africa, for them to know, in Africa, government already has a plan. It's not to kind of go get money anywhere. But you as the boss of this project, you can see the impact of it. You can see how Kenyans are going abroad and coming back with the prizes and with the changes. So how do you think Kenya government can be involved, one hand or another?
Okay. We have seen the hand of the government also supporting us, and that is really amazing. So it only means that they see the value and they see that we are doing a good job. Mm-hmm. So how the government can come in is to just support the projects that our beauty queens have. They come from different parts of the country. Mm-hmm. And once they come to your space seeking for support on their projects, we request that the government to take up their hand and just support them so that we can be able to grow together. And we have amazing projects, and those that don't have so good projects, we ensure that their projects are even better. We put in all our minds there and our brains to support each and every contestant to ensure that their project is helpful, it's meaningful, it's budget friendly, to create an impact to every space where they are placed. So, and that happens in matters environment, in matters peace, in matters tourism, and also matters culture. Mm-hmm.
Mentioning about environment, how do Heritage Kenya pageants adapt sustainability? You mentioned about environment. We have seen many pictures of your initiative, planting trees. So what else do you do to bring sustainability to the mission of this country?
Yeah, we have partnered with different organizations to plant trees in the country, in different schools, and also now to when we get a chance to go to schools, we empower the young children also who want to be models and show them that even models plant trees. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no one is exempted. So we do that as well. We also partner with organizations that are in the business of recycling. Yeah, so that we also ensure that there is no waste that is also thrown to our environment. We also work with organizations to clean the beaches. Yeah, so those are some of the initiatives that we are taking. And this year, it will be even much better, even with the different now projects that we will be running with the rest of the models.
We have two last questions. Before we go to those two last questions, I'm sure one of the, or some of our listeners, most of the time we bring a guest. There are things we want to know about the guests. For you as Miss Heritage Kenya, who have been traveling a lot in different countries, what did you see in those countries you feel like, I can't live with this?
I can't live with this. Maybe Asian countries, sometimes they serve very weird food that we are not used to here in Africa.
Yeah.
So sometimes food was a challenge in those countries. That I have to say. And some maybe how basically most of the challenges was on food, but otherwise I loved how there's infrastructure, order, cleanliness in those different parts of the country, those different parts of the world. So
maybe our listeners, they can also, when we know when you say it's a weird food, actually, it's most, it's the food you can't eat, but doesn't mean it tastes bad. For Chinese, I was asking one of my friends, like he's been in Japan, like how many dogs and the frogs did you eat? He said, no. Japan, they don't eat dogs. So sometime in Africa, we even think countries they eat this, but they don't. Yeah.
Well, when you're there, you actually get served the food because you're there now. But really, some of the foods or even how they serve the food. Hey.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food. My favorite food is now that's where my real tribe comes out. Yes, I love matoke cooked in so many different ways.
That is bananas?
Yes, matoke is bananas. So once you can fry it, like the different servings of matoke is what really I enjoy. Yeah.
And what's your favorite?
Served with chicken. Is even better, or beef.
So, sorry, when you travel, what do you eat when you travel when also in Kenya?
When I'm not in Kenya, there are the common foods that are here and there. There's rice. Rice is usually, or pasta. Then there are chicken is also common in most of these countries. Beef, you can't be sure. But also greens, vegetables, that is also common in the different countries. So you just look at what is familiar to you, lest you eat. Okay.
If I look at your shape, maybe some of our listeners, if you go to our social media, we'll find some of the pictures and the shots of how she's styling today. If you look at your shape, you're in a very good shape. So, do you have any tips in terms of food? Because the listener, they may say, oh yeah, she's a mother, then she may be fat. Do you have any tips in terms of food? Maybe you can share to our listeners and these contestants who are joining soon so they know what type of food they should do.
Yeah, just to say that each and every person should really take care of how they look and how they want to be seen. So for me to be a mother and still look this, like how you're demonstrating it, then it means I took the initiative to just go ahead and take care of myself. So it is about, it doesn't mean that anyone who looks different from how I look does not take care of themselves, but it means that is what they want to show the world. But once you get to modeling, you really need to be very keen about how you feel, because it's about confidence. So when you are in a certain shape, you need to feel confident in that shape. If it does not make you feel confident, then it means it is not a good shape for you. So unless you are confident in the shape you are in, then you don't need that shape. You need to do something about it. So it starts with how you feel. And if you feel like, sometimes we ladies have issues with our tummy. If you feel like your tummy is too big, then there's something you need to do about it. So
push-ups and...
Yes, you need to do, because you also don't have to enroll to the gym. You can still use whatever you have in your house, but you really need to start doing something about how you look and how you feel. That is, if you are not confident about how you look and feel.
Okay. So how do you see Heritage Pageants Kenya in 10 years?
Wow, that's an amazing question. I think I was looking forward to it. Heritage Pageants Kenya, I look forward to the time we will host it in Kenya, because we have so much to show the rest of the world. And once you like when we went to South Korea, or when my contestants went to Thailand, they went all the way, they went to different parts of the country. And that's what I want to show the world, Bring the event to Kenya, host it at one of the spaces in Kenya, and then now tour the world, tour the country with the international people. That is what I really look forward to, and I'm sure it's not very far. It might not get to 10 years, but I look forward to hosting the international pageant in Kenya.
That is very impressive, and all the best. I'm sure that's going to happen. So this year's event, in brief, how this year's event is organized, when it's going to take place, can you tell our listeners a bit about this year's event? When should we expect the final?
The national event will be in May, this coming May. It's very soon. So guys, stay tuned. Follow us on our social media pages, Heritage Pageants Kenya on Instagram, Facebook, whereby you will get to learn more about the event, get to learn more about our contestants who have so much to show, get to learn about who we are. But the international event will be in Thailand again this year. So we look forward to going to Thailand as well, to go and explore more.
But you mentioned something about fashion styling. How do you collaborate with fashion designers? For example, you can maybe, after you selecting to the country level, then they came in your hand on a national level. Do you work with fashion designers? How do they present themselves on the final day?
On the final day, we give them a chance to showcase their outfits on the runway, so that the guests and the participants can be able to see the different designs that they have to show, as well as also on our social media pages. Through our models, they get a chance to showcase their designs there, and also some of the best designers are going to design for our models who will be representing the country. So those are some of the different ways we will be able to partner with the designers.
To conclude, you are very among of the women I met, I can say, who have a very inspiring story. When I was talking to you, I didn't know everything, but today I know. Oh, by the way, how is your son? We forget to talk about your son. How's your son?
He's good. He's years old now. Yeah, he's quite tall, and he's good. He supports me in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm doing some of these events, he's also there watching and seeing what's happening. So he's really...
He likes it? Like, does he think
he enjoys, he's in some of the videos. But
what's one of the interesting question he asks you when you are doing that?
Most of the time he's like, how would I put it? He's like, are you still doing those things that you do? And then I'm like, which things? Those modeling stuff that... Those modeling stuff. Did you go for that meeting? So every time I tell him I'm going for a meeting for modeling. So he really understands what I'm doing. So
I was saying, you're one of the women I met who have very inspiring story, and you decided not to keep that story and make it live. You bring it to Kenya. There are so many women, single mothers in Kenya or other part of the Africa, even other part of the world. Our podcast, we have so many listeners from different all over the globe. So, do you have a message you can share to these women who first feel like, I get pregnant, I get the baby, my career is done, and then the message for those ones who they want to do something but they still have this barrier that is, don't do it. Can you send them a message?
To all women around the world, around the globe, I request you to just be bold and go for what you want. This world is not really limiting. It is for those who go for what they want. And once it realizes that you're going for what you want, it comes together to support you to achieve it. So mine is really to encourage you and motivate you to just go for what you want. That which your heart wants, please go for it. Modeling is beautiful because it boosts your confidence. It gives you and makes you the kind of woman you are able to be. Once you walk into a boardroom, everyone will notice you in one way or another, either on how you dress, how you speak, how you present yourself, how you do your presentations. It will totally change your life in one way or another. So I invite all women to embrace modeling, to take it now that it is open to all women, mothers, married women, young girls. Embrace modeling because it really boosts your confidence and takes you to the next level of who you want to be. And not just women, men as well. So just don't feel left behind, but take this chance and celebrate your womanhood, celebrate who you are as an individual, so that you get a chance to be seen and known out there.
Our podcast, and I'm sure one of the questions now our listeners are having is like, we want to go to Kenya to the big show in 10 years coming, or you said even less years. So why do you think people should visit Kenya? That is our last question.
Ooh, magical Kenya. Kenya is beautiful. Look at us who have a very big national park within the city. I think we are it's the only country with a national park in the city. We have so many historical sites to be seen. Even just within this city, then now you can now spread your wings to the different counties. Different counties have so much when it comes to our cultures. They're magical. If you go deep into understanding the cultures the different cultures that we have as a country, you go to Taita Taveta, you go to Nyanza and get to interact with people from look at the beaches that we have in this country in Mombasa. It is magical. So we invite each and every one of you all over Africa, from all over the globe, to come to Kenya and celebrate the magical Kenya that we have here.
So, dear Miss Immaculate, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you for being with us in the Made in African podcast. We're looking forward to see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun and amazing and good. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening our episode. See you next time with your host Celestina Widema.